Hello there, everybody, and welcome to this virtual family quiz recording. Now, if you've made it here, that means unfortunately you've had an issue with our live stream. Apologies if that is the case, or it might mean that you just want to come back and review around, hear a couple of questions again that I might not be able to share with everybody for your request. Either way, welcome. It's lovely to have you with me. And I'm going to begin properly with our super quiz. And again, this is a super quiz that is for you to work as a family to test your superpowers of knowledge, skill, and teamwork. It's worth me sharing that the trivia today isn't going to be the hardest trivia you've ever faced in your life, but there should be something for everybody. So hopefully you will enjoy your time working through this quiz together. I also want to share with you that we have a few rules this evening. First of all, can you please make sure you've got a pen and paper to hand because you're going to be writing and marking your own answers. You'll be able to mark your answers at the end of every single round. There is a leaderboard if you would like to take part in this as a competitive quiz. That is on our quiz page of the website, which hopefully you found if you're here watching this video. It was also sent out in an email last week if you can't find it. It's a Google Forms, and every single round that you complete, once you know your score, you add that. And at the end of our time together this afternoon, we'll be able to find out who is the winning team. Competitiveness is good for us here. If you want to, you can just, if you don't want to go on the main leaderboard, you might want to compete with another family, set up a WhatsApp group, see how well you're doing score-wise round by round. Again, the only equipment you need today is a pen, paper, and a tape measure to begin the quiz today. There's a few more things you'll need to get along the way, but you'll find out about those later. And most importantly, we want you to have fun and have a really good time this evening. So these are the rounds. We have round one, the picture round, famous faces. Again, that was emailed out earlier or is available on our quiz page on the website. We have round two, the riddles round. Round three today is name that tune. Round four is crystal maze. Round five is sports, tech and games. Round six is a superhero round. Round seven is general knowledge. And round eight is a round called Linky, where you must spot the hidden link. Let's begin with famous faces. Now, as I say, you should have received this ahead of time, or if not, you can find it on the school website in the quiz section under more pages. You will find 10 famous faces, 11 actually, the last one's 2 for 1. All you have to do is write down the names of these famous faces. And you don't have to do that yet because we are not going to be marking these until the penultimate round. So just before our final round, you will get a chance to find out whether you have spotted the famous faces correctly. So you can work through those as we go through the quiz together. You might have already done them ahead of time. That's absolutely fine. We'll be marking those a little later on this evening. Round two is Riddle Me This. I hope you've noticed there's a bit of a superhero theme this evening. You had optional superhero dress up, or like me, you might have opted for your pajamas and got cozy this evening. But the quiz itself is a superhero themed quiz. And here we have the Lego Riddler, who has set some riddles for you to take on. Question one. Please write the answer to this down on your piece of paper. Question one. What am I? I can be cracked, told, made, or played. What am I? Hopefully you've got that written down. I can be, oh, let's go and double check it again. I can be cracked, told, made, or played. What am I? If I do go too quickly for you on this pre-recorded version, feel free to pause me and have as much time as you need. Write the answer to that riddle down, please, for question one of round two riddles. Question two. I am at the beginning of the end of every place. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I? Riddle number two, just 5 riddles in this round. I am the beginning of the end of every place. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I? Hopefully you'll have the chance to jot down that answer too, as we move on to question 3 of this 5-question round. Here's our third riddle. Now there's a couple of answers for this, I apologize in advance. You can find me in a cliff or in the mountains. I have no mouth. I have a mouth, but no tongue. What am I? Quite important that I read that correctly. You can find me in a cliff or in the mountains. I have a mouth, but no tongue. What am I? That was question 3. Okay, we're going to move on to question 4 now of the riddles round. I have a face and 2 hands, but I have no arms or legs. What am I? I have a face and 2 hands, but I have no arms or legs. What am I? And we're going to move on to the final question of this round, question 5. Say my name and I will disappear. What am I? Say my name and I will disappear. What am I? So 5 cryptic questions there. We're going to do a 1-minute roundup now. So we're going to set a timer with all of those on the screen. And you'll have a chance to have an extra minute where you can just work your way through. If there was one that you missed, hopefully this will give you a chance to catch up on it. Good luck. Again, if you're playing along with me on the pre-recorded version, if you need longer than a minute as a family, please pause me and just press play whenever you think will work for you. Question 1 was, I can be cracked, told, made, or played. What am I? Question 2, I'm the beginning of the end of every place. I'm the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I? Question 3 was, you can find me in a cliff or in the mountains. I have a mouth but no tongue. What am I? I'll accept a couple of answers for that one. Question 4, I have a face and 2 hands, but I have no arms or legs. What am I? And finally, in that round, question 5 was, say my name and I will disappear. What am I? 10 seconds left before we move on to the answers, so jot down your final answers now, please. Super. So here come the answers. Please be honest with your marking here, and after we finish these answers, you'll be able to submit your score through Google Forms if you would like to. Question 1. I can be cracked, told, made, or played. What am I? I am, of course, a joke. Hope you got that one at home. Question 2. I am the beginning of the end of every place. I'm the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I? I thought this was a tricky one. It's the letter E, which of course is at the beginning of end and is at the end of place, is at the beginning of eternity and is at the end of space. Well done if you got that one. I found that one really tricky. Question 3. You can find me in a cliff or in the mountains. I have a mouth but no tongue. What am I? The answer I was looking for was cave. However, as Mrs. Yates reminded me when she tested this quiz for me, it could also be a river. So if you've put river, that's fine. But the answer I really wanted was cave. Cave's the answer to question 3. Question 4. I have a face and 2 hands, but I have no arms or legs. What am I? Of course, this one is a clock. If you put a clock, give yourself a mark. 1 mark for clock. And the final question in this first round. Say my name and I will disappear. What am I? This one's a bit of a thinker. You might have got it just as I was reading these others out. So if you have, jot it down quickly now before I give out the answers. I am, of course, silence. Superb. So our next round is Name That Tune. But before we move on to Name That Tune, if you are playing along using the online scoreboard, now's the time to jump onto that online scoreboard. You put your team name in at the very top and then put in your score for round 2 riddles and then press next, and hopefully you'll see that you'll be on the score page for round 3, Name That Tune. Now, as you can see here, we have Mr. Freeze, Lego Mr. Freeze. He is freezing music. So you're only going to hear the beginning of some songs before he freezes them. In that time, which I will play a couple of times, you need to tell me the name of the tune. I will give a point for either song title or artist. Only 1 point available for each, but either song title or artist will suffice. Right, let's see if we can get this working. Oh, I've just realized you might not be able to hear that. Let me try that again. Hopefully you can hear it now. Let's go. Oh. There we go. Fingers crossed you can hear that now.
Okay, can I just...
title or artist.
Okay, can I just...
That was your first one. The only playthrough of those I'm going to do, but of course you can drag back if you need to. Song 2. Again, 1 point up for grabs here. I want either the title or artist. If you give me both, doesn't matter, still only 1 point. Here we go. Okay, that was song 2. Here comes song 3. 1 point for either the title or the artist.
So I don't look back.
Slightly obscure one here.
Still I'm dying with every step I take, but I don't look back. Just a little bit better.
Be a long run on this one, so I'm not sure if you'll know it. Hopefully there'll be someone out there that does. What is the name of the artist or song title for that one? Here comes song 4. Now, some of you might know some of these songs from popular family films as well. Let's move on to song 5. 1 point for either the song title or artist here. It's a hard one not to join in with and sing along. What is the name of either the song title of that song or the artist that performed it? Song 6. This one's a classic. One to the mums and dads here. Either the song title or the artist, please. That's all you're getting of that one. Here comes song 7. That's as much as you're having of that one as well. That was song 7. Title or artist, please. Here comes song 8. Can you name this tune? Now this one is, can you name the television show that has this song as its theme, please? So you're getting of that one. Which television show has that song as a theme? Here comes song 9. Again, either the song title for this one or the film that it's from. So 1 point for either the title of that song or the film that it's from. And this is our final song of the Name That Tune round. Before Mr. Freeze freezes the song, have a listen. Can you figure out which song it is? Point either for the song title or the artist here. An eclectic mix. We have the answers coming, so if you want to have any final discussions and jot down your answers for those 10 questions, here come the answers. So song 1, I said, please can you tell me the title or artist of this song? If you have a member of Key Stage 1 in your team, I will also accept the film that the song is in. Here we go. See if you spotted it correctly.
Okay, can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
All my life has been a series.
So that was Love is an Open Door from Frozen. 1 point for Love is an Open Door or Frozen, I will accept. Okay, song 2. What was this song? I'm Still Standing by Elton John, or if you're in Key Stage 1 and you said it was from the film Sing, I will accept that too. Here comes song 3. What was this song?
It hurts with every
I think this is our most obscure one. It's With Every Heartbeat by Robin. So if you put Robin or With Every Heartbeat, you have a point. Here's song 4. Daydream Believer by the Monkees. But if you're in Key Stage 1 and you said it's from Shrek, I will give you the point for that too. Here comes number 5. Which song was this?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Sure, lots of people got that one. Happy by Pharrell Williams. Or if you're in Key Stage 1 and you said it was from the film Minions, have a point for that too. Here comes song 6. You might have needed mum or dad's help with this one. Mrs. Yates got it in about 2 beats. I wonder if anyone's just realising now what it is. So you can see as it kicks in. It's Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. Point for either Papa Don't Preach or Madonna as the artist. Song title or artist for this one, please. This was Song 2 by Blur. Point for Song 2 or a point for Blur. 1 point altogether though, please. Here comes Song 8. Can you name this tune? The television show this one's from.
The night is black and the stars are bright and the sea is dark and deep.
It's In the Night Garden with Iggle Piggle there. In the Night Garden.
But someone...
Point if you said In the Night Garden for that one. This one was either the song title or the film that it's from, please.
Taylor's Oldest Time.
That's the Taylor's Oldest Time from Beauty and the Beast. Point for Beauty and the Beast or for Taylor's Oldest Time. And our final song in this round, point for either song title or artist for this song, please. Oldie but a goodie. It's Take On Me by a-ha. I think this one was also in Minions, Despicable Me 3. So if you put that, I'll give you a point for that. So Take On Me by a-ha. And that's the end of that round. So if you want to, if you are playing along on the online scoreboard so we can count up your score together at the end, please go and submit your score for that round now. And then when we're ready, we're moving on to round 4, which is Crystal Maze. Now, if you don't know what Crystal Maze is, it used to be, and it's still on television now, but it used to be a really popular television show. In fact, it was one of my favourite shows when I was younger, something I really enjoyed watching. And in Crystal Maze, they'd be given different challenges to do, and it might be to do with being physical and quick. It might be to do with using your brain or being skillful. And you would try and win these crystals. Now, it's a bit like this. For this round here, you're going to need to use multiple skills to be able to try and complete this round. Now, the first part of this round, you will know very well because I've seen you do some of these things in assemblies recently. Let's have a look and see if we can get the crystal from the joke here in Crystal Maze round. Here we go. First things first, can you please find one item from your home beginning with each of these letters? An item, just one beginning with the letter T, just one item beginning with the letter N, one item beginning with the letter A, just one item please beginning with the letter B, and one item beginning with the letter M. I tried to think of letters of things that you would have to hand. I'll give you about a minute to try and find these items. You need to get back here, please, within 1 minute with one each of those items. Maybe divide the jobs as a family. Say that dad is going to go and get letter T, mum's going to go and get M, maybe your brother's getting B. Work out so you can get all of these, please. Bring them back to where you're doing the quiz. You'd need all of these. Quick as you can, quick, 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 quick. About 20 seconds, quick as we can. 5 items to find, please, from around the home. One beginning with the letter T, one beginning with the letter N, one beginning with the letter A, one beginning with the letter B, one beginning with the letter M. And well done to you. I hope you've got them all there. I'm going to stop now. Hopefully you've got them all there. If you haven't got them all, that's going to be a disadvantage to you in just a second, but you cannot collect any more. Whatever is on your table or where you're doing the quiz now, that is your equipment. And well done. If you got all of them, you get no points for that at the moment, because you are going to be using these pieces of equipment in the next part of the challenge. I would like you, please, in the next 60 seconds, using just the objects that you have brought back, just those objects, you need to build the biggest tower. So as you can see here, I thought you might find a brick or an apple or a toy or some marmalade, for example, and you're going to have to try and balance the tallest tower. It needs to be standing at the end of the 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Tallest tower, please. More points for more height in this round. You want it to be stable, because if it falls by the time this gets to 0, I'm afraid we will only count the height of the fallen objects. Try and balance them carefully, work together. You'll have to be skillful like me, balancing some marmalade on top of Forky there. Don't know that would have been possible, to be honest. See how you can get on. You've got about 30 seconds left. The tower needs to be standing when we get to 0. Carefully stacking. Think about which way up your objects can go to give you the tallest height, please. This is where your tape measure is going to come in, everybody. You are going to need to measure the height of your tower while it's standing. If it falls, of course, I will only accept the fallen height. Here we go, we're entering the final 10 seconds. Let's hope it's standing as we get to 0. Goodness me. If it's looking precarious, maybe measure it now, just in case it falls at 0. That is time. Right, grab your tape measure, measure the height of the tower that you built together, please. And here is how we're going to work out the scores for this round. If your tower was taller than 50 centimeters, give yourself 10 points. Congratulations, well done, you are superstars. If it was between 40 and 50 centimeters tall, then give yourself 8 points. If it was between 30 and 40 centimeters tall, give yourself 6 points, please. If it's between 20 and 30 centimeters tall, 4 points for you, well done. If it was between 10 and 20 centimeters tall, 2 points for you. If you made it 5 to 10 centimeters tall, or if maybe it fell and that was the height it was, that is 1 point for you. If it was less than 5 centimeters tall, I'm sorry, no points for you. That is far too short. So jot down your score, either on your piece of paper if you're just scoring yourself for fun here, or maybe in a little battle with somebody else, or you can enter that into the online scoreboard through our Google form if you would like to. Right, sports and games. I should have said sports, tech and games here really, because some of the questions are related to YouTube. So there's a little bit of tech elements in here. So sports, tech and games. This is Bain, of course, playing football, his favourite pastime. Question 1. How many of the modern heptathlon events take place on the track? How many of the modern heptathlon events take place on the track? This is one of my favourite sports people in the photo here as well. So my question is, how many of the events of the heptathlon take place on the track? Have a think. You might need to make a couple of notes. Hoping that's enough time for you to at least jot it down the question so you can work on it in a minute. So we are going to move on to question 2. And here is question 2. Question 2, what is the name of this well-known game? It's a very popular game. I'm hoping that you'll know the name of this one. If you are a child playing along at home, you might want to just see if your parents know before you jump in. Show them that you're more knowledgeable than them, possibly. Name of this game, please. Question 3. That's poor English. I've realised I've typed that wrong. So this is a terrible version of a famous football player from a FIFA game. All I want to know is what's the first name of this Manchester United and England legend, who I'm sure wasn't best pleased with the profile in this game. Who is this footballer trying to be represented here? First name, please, is all I need. Don't even need the surname, just first name, please. Well done. Question 4, it's another first name question. All I need is this guy's first name. What's the name of this YouTube star? Hugely popular, highest grossing YouTube star last year, I think. Ranges of toys, all sorts, doing very well. But what is his first name? Question 5. In which sport would you use these terms? Blood bin, Gary Owen, grubber kick. Which sport would you find those terms being used? Rubbing, Gary Owen, grubber kick. Just need the name of the sport, please. Super. Here's question 6. One of my favourite computer games of all time that was on my second console that I ever had. Love it. This might be one for the mums and dads, possibly. Might have to take a guess if not. What is the name of this classic computer game? I think it's a classic. You might be able to tell from the character there as well, giving you a hint. What's the name of this classic computer game? Jot that down, please, for question 6. Here comes question 7. Question 7 sort of counts as a sports question. Which 1977 sports movie was nominated for 9 Academy Awards? Which sports movie made in 1977 was nominated for 9 Oscars? Question 8. What's the name of this well-known game? This was one of the most successful games in app form a few years ago. All I need is its name, please. Question 9. Which country has won the most Ashes series? Most Ashes series. Which country has won the most Ashes series, please? And finally, last question in this round, question 10. What is the name of this YouTube star? I just need his screen name, not his actual name. What he's known by on YouTube. What's his name, please? I'll give you a second there just to run through any that you didn't quite get to answer. We'll have the answers in about 20 seconds. Okay. Here come the answers. I asked you, how many of the modern heptathlon events take place on the track? Here are the events. And it's 3 that take place on the track. Well done if you said 3. Question 2. What's the name of this well-known game? It is, of course, Minecraft. Question 3, I asked for you to name the first name of this poorly represented footballer from a computer game. It's Wayne. It's Wayne Rooney, of course, Manchester United legend. Question 4, I asked for the first name of this YouTube star. His name is Ryan. He's on all the time in my house at the moment. Not my favourite person. Question 5, in which sport would you use these terms? Of course, it's rugby. I hope some of you got a chance to watch some of the rugby today. Question 6, I asked what the name was the name of this classic computer game? And it was GoldenEye. It was a game on the Nintendo 64. I absolutely loved it. Question 7, I asked which 1977 sports movie was nominated for 9 Academy Awards. And it was Rocky. Well done if you said Rocky. Question 8, I said, what's the name of this well-known game? Really popular app game. Candy Crush, or you might say Candy Crush Saga. Either way, I will accept Candy Crush in any of its forms. Well done. Question 9, which country's won the most Ashes series? It's Australia. By 1, I think. It's very close, though. And finally, I asked what was the name of this YouTube star? It's none other than Dan TDM. So well done if you said Dan TDM. Good stuff. We're going to move on to a superhero-themed round next. You know, there were some slightly tenuous links to superheroes the whole way through. Bane doesn't play football. But we're going to find out your superhero knowledge in this next round. 10 questions, all about superheroes coming up. Good luck. Oh, I'll give you a second, just in case you haven't submitted your score, if you want to, onto our online scoreboard. And then I will move on. Question 1. Which superhero carries this item? Which superhero carries this item? Question 2. What is the name of the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What is the leader's name? Give you a second to think about this one, because you might have to think about all of their names to figure out the leader's name. Question 3. What is the name of Batman's loyal butler? Question 3. What is the name of Batman's loyal butler? Question 4. Which superhero uses a magic lasso? Question 4. Which superhero uses a magic lasso? Question 5. In which city does Spider-Man live? Which city is Spider-Man's hometown, please? Question 6. Which superhero went blind after an accident involving hazardous waste? And here is a television interpretation of this character. It's from series, but which superhero went blind after an accident involving hazardous waste? Question 7. This word's going to challenge me here, but which superhero has retractable adamantium claws? Which superhero has retractable adamantium claws? Question 8. What's the name of this superhero, please? This version of this superhero is from a popular television show, but what's his name? Question 9. Question 9. What is the name of Superman's alter ego? When he's not being Superman, who is he? What's his name, please? And finally in this round, question 10. Finally, question 10. Which supervillain is associated with this item? Which supervillain would you most associate with this item? Great. Give you a second to run through any answers that you may not have got down. Hopefully you jotted down questions as we went if you need to. And then we will discover the answers. So if you're ready, let's move on to the answers. Question 1, I asked which superhero carries this item? There are actually 2 that can carry it, but the answer I was looking for, the most common answer there, Thor. 1 point if you said Thor. Question 2, I asked what was the name of the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's actually my favourite too, Leonardo. Well done to you. If you knew Leonardo, you get yourself a point. Question 3, I asked you what is the name of Batman's loyal butler? What's the name of Batman's loyal butler? It's Alfred. Well done if you got Alfred as the name there. 1 point to you. I asked you which superhero uses a magic lasso for question 4. The answer for that one is Wonder Woman. Well done if you said Wonder Woman. Question 5, I asked which city does Spider-Man live? What's Spider-Man's hometown, please? Hopefully you put New York. It's a city that he lives. Well done if you did, 1 point to you. I asked which superhero for question 6 went blind after an accident involving hazardous waste. That was Daredevil. Well done if you got that one. 1 point to you if you said Daredevil. Oops, that was a bit of lighting fail there. Question 7, which superhero has retractable adamantium claws? Question 7, which superhero has retractable adamantium claws? What I asked you, it's Wolverine. Well done if you put Wolverine as your answer there. Question 8, I asked who is this superhero? It is, of course, Beast Boy. Question 9, I asked what is the name of Superman's alter ego? It's Clark Kent. Point if you put Clark Kent. And question 10, I asked which supervillain is most associated with this item? And it's Thanos. Well done if you put Thanos there. Count up your answers. If you want to, pop them in on the online Google form. And we'll see if you're the winner at the end of this evening. And we are going to enter general knowledge. So we'll have general knowledge round. Then we'll find out the answers to our picture round. So that's coming up straight after this one if you haven't had a chance to look through them all yet. And then we will see our final round called Linky. But let's go straight into round 7, general knowledge. Question 1, who directed E.T., Jurassic Park and Jaws? Question 1, can you name the director of E.T., Jurassic Park and Jaws, please? Question 2, where in the world would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? looking for a country here rather than a continent. Where in the world would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? Question 3. Which animal has species including king, macaroni, chinstrap, and Humboldt? Which species of animal has include king, macaroni, chinstrap, and Humboldt? Question 4. Where was Shakespeare born? Can I have his birthplace, please? Looking for the town that he was born. Where was William Shakespeare born? Didn't look exactly like that. I thought it was a funny picture. Question 5. I'll give you a little longer on this one because I'm looking for 5 names. Can you name the original members of One Direction? I need all 5 names for a point here. Good luck. It's one I definitely would have struggled with. So all 5 names for a point. There's no half points in this quiz, I'm afraid. Remember to pause me if you need to, but I'm going to move on. Question 6. What did Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry name their baby? I want to know the name, please, of Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry's baby. Here comes question 7. What is Tony Hawk famous for? So this is a picture here of a gentleman called Tony Hawk. I want to know, what is he famous for? I've cut out a little bit of the picture, otherwise it might have given it away. There's a clue for you. Question 8. What year was Queen Elizabeth II coronated? Question 8. In which year was Queen Elizabeth II coronated? I might have to do a little bit of maths on this one. Maybe some estimating. Question 9 coming up. Who hosted the Olympics in 2008? Now this one might be a bit of a thinker. I'll give you a second here because you might have to go back a few Olympics. Who hosted the Olympics in 2008? I'm aware that some of the people in this quiz might not have even been born at that point. And finally, the last question of general knowledge round is not general knowledge, it's quite specific knowledge. It's this one. That's not actually me, that's me from a recent assembly through an app. But in which year was I born, please? The reason I'm doing this question now is because I am easily offended and wouldn't want to do this in real life. So in which year was I born? Have a think about how old you think I might be. You might want to take away a few years from that because, you know, teaching's a hard role. It marks itself a bit. And then I just want you to jot down the year in which you think I was born, please. That's question 10. Okay, and hopefully you're ready. And if not, feel free to pause me on this pre-recorded version because here come the answers to the general knowledge questions. Question 1, I asked you who directed E.T., Jurassic Park, and Jaws? It was Steven Spielberg. If you just said Spielberg, I'll accept that. 1 point if you said Steven Spielberg. Well done. Question 2, I said, where in the world would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? Tanzania was the answer I was looking for, please. Well done if you said Tanzania, that's a point to you. Question 3, I asked which animal has species including king, macaroni, chinstrap, and Humboldt? They're all types of penguin. They're all species of penguin. So well done if you said penguin for that one, that's a point for you. Question 4, I asked you where was Shakespeare born? I was looking for Stratford-upon-Avon, please. Point if you said Stratford-upon-Avon. I'll accept Stratford. Question 5, maybe you needed all 5 names for this one, please. The names of the original members of One Direction: Niall, Harry, Zayn, Liam, and Louis. Well done if you said Niall, Harry, Zayn, Liam, and Louis. You get yourself a point for all 5. If you said 4 of them, I'm afraid that's not enough, sorry. Question 6, I asked you, what did Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry name their baby? Daisy Bloom. Well done if you knew they called their baby Daisy Bloom. Question 7, what's Tony Hawk famous for? Well, here's the bottom part of that picture. He is famous for skateboarding, a very famous skateboarder. Question 8 coming up. What year was Queen Elizabeth II coronated? In which year was she coronated? 1953. Well done if you said 1953. Point for you. Definitely not a point if you said 1953 for my birth year. Question 9, who hosted the Olympics in 2008? If you can remember back that far, it was Beijing Olympics in 2008. And finally asked, in which year was I born? I don't want to know the range of answers, please. I was born in 1986. So well done, you get a point if you said 1986. Very specific question in a general knowledge round. Okay, we're going to go back to answer round 1 now, famous faces. So hopefully you'll have had a chance to look through the famous faces pictures and put in your answers for them. But here come the answers. First person that you can see there, number 1, is Oti Mabuse. Number 2 is Maui from the film Moana. Number 3, George Clooney. Number 4, a very famous picture at the moment of Bernie Sanders. Number 5, a previous Strictly star, Karim. And Blue Peter host, I think. Number 6, that is Alex from Minecraft. Number 7, that's Christopher Reeve. Another number 7, I think that was number 6. Number 7 is The Weeknd. Apologies for the double number 7s. Number 8 is Zac Efron. Number 9 is Steph Houghton. And number 10, I need both names, please, for number 10 to get your point. It's Ant and Dec. So a point for each of those that you got correct. You need both names for the point for number 10. So that's a round out of 10. If you want to, you can pop your answers onto the online scoreboard as we approach the final round. So we are looking, our last round here is Linky. Linky is actually one of my favorite games. If you haven't played it, I definitely would. I have hidden a link sort of in every round of this quiz. There has been an answer that links to a famous superhero in every round. What I want to know is, can you spot the link and guess the superhero's name to win yourself 10 points? So if you can get the correct name, 10 points. If you get an incorrect name, I'm afraid 0 points. This is an all or nothing round. This could make the difference in the fight for the winning team. So here we go. I'll give you 60 seconds starting now. Oh, look, there's a little clue there from the Riddler. It says, check out answers that have the magic number. Don't know what that could mean. Don't know what the magic number is. But you might want to look back through your rounds, look for something called the magic number, because it could be that the answers there give you the link. "30 seconds to go. Have a look back through your answers. Can you find enough that link, one in every round, that links to a famous superhero to end our super quiz together? Remember, 10 points if you can get this correct, 0 points if you can't. As many points to the whole of the last round, so goodness me. I wonder if you'll spot the connection running through the quiz. Final 3 seconds. Okay, I think we'll have the answer. Here it is. It's Batman. If you wrote Batman, you get yourself 10 points. If you were wondering, it was George Clooney in the picture round. That was number 3 in the picture round. Number 3 in Riddle's round was Cave, as in Batcave. In the round where we had to go and collect objects from the house, that was an anagram of the name Batman. In the music round, it was Robin, number 3, the artist that was singing that song. We had Wayne in our sports round, Alfred in the superhero round, and in the general knowledge round, we had Penguin. All of those words together connect to Batman. So well done if you said Batman. Super duper. Now, I will be collating the answers from the online scoreboard from Google Forms. And at the very end, we'll have a look and see if we have a outright winner. If we do, their name will be put on our quiz trophy that will be displayed in the trophy cabinet. And if you have just been playing for fun, then I hope you've had a really good time. Now, I've really enjoyed putting this together, but it is just for fun and hopefully a way for you to have a lovely evening together where there's not a huge amount that we can do at the moment. But if you would like to show some support or appreciation for this evening's activity, there are 2 ways that you could show a little bit of support if you wanted to. One is to donate to Fours. They've got a GoFundMe page, of course, so feel free to send a little bit of money their way if you'd like, because that really does help us at school. And if not, please do support a charity of your choice, sort of in our name, as it were, for this evening. If you have a charity that's really close to your heart, then, you know, please do give a little donation. Normally in our school quizzes that we have for our parents, we have a pudding auction, and that often the money there goes to support a specific charity. And as we can't do that, please do feel free to donate to a charity of your choice. But either way, I hope you've had a really good time this evening. Thank you so much for joining me in this pre-recorded version. Sorry if the technology didn't work for you this evening, and I will let you know if you were the winner and you took part through the pre-recorded version. I will send you an email to let you know. Have a lovely evening.